Hey, how you doing? Wanted to hop on here, say hello, and man, I've seen some. Hey, Elise, how are you? I've seen some stuff on Facebook. Some just you can get involved in some insanity going on out there in the world. And Eric, how are you, bro? Robert, what's going on? Taylor, Greg Webb, what's up? So, there's if you've never read the book called Man's Search for Meaning, it's an incredible, incredible book. I mean, absolutely incredible book. It is a crazy world, and I was just watching a lady doing a broadcast on suicide prevention and some other, and it's like, man, and I realize that's necessary, but there's this difficulty in that people have in choosing, and the book Man's Search for Meaning was written by Viktor Frankl. He was he was in the German death camps. He was in Auschwitz and moved around to other death camps. And in his book, I read this years ago. It's literally life altering. And he watches his entire family slaughtered before his eyes, by the soldiers, his children, his wife, his parents, everyone was taken from him, and he had to. And I know it's a little bit of a drag to talk about, but I want to talk about it because it's. Hey, Paul, how are you? Lisa Copeland, Lawrence Thompson, what's going on? This book, Man's Search for Meaning, he has a lot of famous quotes. The guy survived the German death camps, and hey, Sherry Matthews, and he says, one of his quotes is, everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. We get to choose. And he says in his book, and I'm giving a probably a bad summary of it because it's an amazing book. But he says in this book that he realized that that the German soldiers could take everything from him. But the one thing that they could not take was they could not take control of his mind if he didn't allow it. And we get to choose that. We get to choose that. Like, we get to choose our mindset. We get to choose our, are we going to react to life? Are we going to, how we're going to react? We all react to life, but how are we going to react? And, I see these just absolutely horrific things on social media. We all do, of the shooter in Florida the other day, and all of the craziness, and then people get outraged, and I understand that. I get that. I totally get it. I do. But at some point you've got to make a choice. You're still here, and you can make a choice to make a difference in the positivity in this world, and not live in the negativity. Sorry, I need to close a window up here, but not live in all of the stuff. And again, I know it's difficult. I've experienced massive loss in my life, and massive amounts of pain in my life, and I've been there where you get all like caught up in it, and you can let it, fester and brew and continue to grow. Or, you can make a different choice, and that choice can be, at some point you got to get through it, and you got to take a higher road in life, because, you're still here, and it's your choices that determine what your life is about. A friend of mine a long time ago said, he's a bit morbid, but he said that he'd go to these old graveyards, and there's this one here in Central Ohio that he was referencing, and he said there were people that were buried in this graveyard from like the 1800s, and he said he stood there. He's like, this one tombstone caught my eye. He said, and I looked down, and what's up, Jay Barry? And what's up, Robert Knight, Robert Brooker, how you doing? So he said this one particular tombstone caught his eye, and the guy had it showed the year and the year he was born, the year he died, and it was like 1890 to 1910 or something like that, and he's like, man, it occurred to me, like, that dude's been down there way longer than he was up here. I wonder what he actually did with his life. Like, he's been down in that ground like way longer. I mean, he was born in like the late 1800s and died in the early 1900s. So he's been down in that ground for a long, long time, right? Way longer than he was here. I wonder what he did with his life. What did he do with that dash? We've all heard that poem about what do you do with your dash. The dash is the dash between the year you're born and the year you die. And it's inevitable. 100% of us are checking out. Okay, we don't get out of this alive. We don't. There are people that say, well, you come back, and okay, maybe you do. I don't know. What's up, Mike Scott? How you doing, man? So maybe you do come back. I don't know. But what I do know is I have this life that I'm here in right now. And what am I doing with it? What am I doing to actually make a positive difference in the world, in the lives of other people? The absolute worst day of my life helped keep me alive many, many times years later when I went through, why is it not letting me expand that? When I went through some of the toughest times in my life. Right, exactly. So people do get caught up, people get caught up. I know so many people that, something terrible happens. And look, I can remember sitting in AA meetings and I'd hear, certain people would complain about or whine about the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And I remember hearing a guy one time say to this dude, he's like, dude, you act like you have the market cornered on pain. Like nobody else experiences it. Why don't you shut up and listen to other people for a change? Why don't you shut up and get out of yourself and out of your pain for a minute and help somebody else through their pain? Because that is the secret to healing your pain. That's the secret to healing your pain. That's the secret to getting unstuck, is to learn how to help other people through their stuff, because not one of us on this stream, not one of the people that you know, nobody that I know, nobody has the market cornered on pain. We all go through it. And it takes like, you got to have some sort of getting out of yourself. Get out of yourself. So many people just get like you're all caught up here. Like it's me, and you can't think about anybody else. There's no empathy. No, nothing. Dude, Sean Bauer, how you doing, bro? Sean's going to sell me a jet someday. So you've got to get out of your own pain. I've told people many, many, many times that I can't figure it out. I can't do this. I can't do that, and blah blah blah. And I'm angry about. And I'd say, look, you know what? The fastest way to get through all that is go help somebody else out. Just help somebody else out. Well, I don't have any money. I didn't say go give somebody money. I didn't say that. I said go help them out. Wash their car, take the garbage out, go over to their house and do the dishes. Do something. I don't know. Like, you can come up with something. Get creative. What's up, Sandy? How you doing? Good to see you. So, help somebody else out. Don't stay stuck in your pain, because it's only going to make your pain worse. We've all heard of the law of attraction. We've all heard about, what you focus on will expand. What's up, Ermelo? What you focus on will expand. Well, man, if I'm feeling, you can take a phone call and give 10 minutes of advice. I do it daily. Find a way. That's right. Right. Exactly. Almost everything I do here is non-financial. And hey, I'm not in any way saying you shouldn't make money. You should make money, definitely. Make as much freaking money. In fact, my grandfather died at 90 years old, and prior to his death, I asked him this question: do you have any regrets? Is there anything you'd go back and do differently? And you know what he said to me? He said, not a damn thing. Not a thing. He goes, no, I take that back. One thing. I'd have figured out a way to make a hell of a lot more money. And he bought a new Cadillac every 2 years. So my grandpa did pretty good. But like that's the thing. Like, make money, make a lot of money, make as much freaking money as you can. Because money, I don't care anybody. I love what Grant Cardone says when somebody's like, not everything's about money. He says, I look at him and go, you're broke, aren't you? And, it's not all about money. But you should make a lot of money. You should make a lot of money. But you should also realize, that is a nice car. Hey, thanks, Armelo. You should also, that Cadillac, I remember he had, I forget what year it was, but you'd open the door on this Cadillac and it would talk and it would say, the door is ajar. And my grandpa would always yell at it and say, oh, shut up. It's not a jar, it's a door. I don't know. I'll never forget that. But anyway, so you've got it's like Man's Search for Meaning, right? Viktor Frankl. If you haven't read that book, you gotta read that book. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. What's up, James? Jimi Hendrix is in the house. What's up, man? So again, it's tough to choose, but you have to choose. And every moment of your life, you're making choices. You're making choices. And those choices are what define the direction or the path that your life is going. Tony Robbins said it, I used to have it in my email signature. How's it go? It's in our moments of decision that our destiny is shaped. And that is so true. What's up, James? How you doing? Tammy Acosta is here. Oh my gosh. So that's, it's in our moments of decision that our destiny is shaped. You could say in our moments of choices, decisions, whatever. And you may sit there and say, yeah, but I've made some really, really, really bad choices. I was a complete idiot. I was a scumbag. I was a whatever. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter what you have done. My friend, Wally Long, Weldon Long, if you don't know who he is, make sure you go follow him, because that guy, he made the decision quite a long time before he was released from prison on his, I don't even remember which stint, 5th, 4th, 6th, I don't know. He'd been to prison several times. He was part of the recidivism. Like he kept being a repeat offender. And he said, I made the decision that I was done. I was not coming back to this place. And he started reading book after book after book after book. And he got his life in order. Before he ever walked out of prison, he knew that his life was on a different trajectory. He knew. He made the decision. Now the guy, he said it last night on his live stream, and he said, I think it was 4 years after he got out of prison, he bought a house in Maui. And now he's got a house in Maui. He's got a house in Colorado. He drives a Ferrari. And he's a good dude, and he really gives back, and he does a lot of charitable things. But remember that, when you get caught up in what's going on right now, and you get all fearful, you get caught in the fear, you don't use that fear to propel you, but you use that fear to hold you back, then that's what's going to happen, and you're going to continue to attract more and more and more. I'm not taking away from anyone's fear. I'm not taking away from anyone's sadness. I've been there. I'm not going into my life story. But I'm telling you that I have been there. I've been there over and over and over, and I understand it. I completely understand it. But I also understand that if I stay stuck in that pain, if I stay stuck in being focused on what I did, what happened to me, what was done to me, how I was wronged, dude, listen, Viktor Frankl watched his entire family be put in the gas chambers in Auschwitz. His entire family, his children, his wife, his parents, everybody. And he came out of it and actually developed a whole new version of psychology, and it's called logotherapy, and it's incredible. So hey, there's Jane Grody Abell. How in the world are you, Jane? Good to see you. So if you, Abby Long, how are you, Abby? I cheated on you and got my hair cut somewhere else. I ran in and out. I was in a hurry. It was a mistake. Anyway, so, the power of choosing, we get to choose every single moment of every single day. I don't care if you, what did Taylor say? Let me see. If it weren't for my messy life from the past, I wouldn't have anything to write or speak about or be. Why won't it let me see the whole thing? Able to help people. Oh, okay. Abby, I know. It's terrible. This girl did a terrible job. I look like a peacock. I have a feather coming out. So listen, we get to choose. You get to choose how you respond to your pain. And you don't have, hey, Bobby, how in the world are you? Oh my gosh, it's great to see you. You get to choose. Thank you, Bobby. You get to choose how you're going to respond to your pain. And remember, you don't have a corner you don't corner the market on pain. You don't own all the pain in the world. We all do. We all go through pain. We all have experiences. We all have setbacks. We all have fears. We all have these things. Hey, Greg Crane, Richie Bello, how you doing? Bobby, you're awesome. So just remember that. There is always somebody that has it worse. I promise you. If you are in the middle of it right now, if you're going through it right now, in this moment, you are feeling all of the pain, the first thing I want you to do is stop, look around, go outside, go for a walk, go look at other things, get out of your own head, go look at other things, look for things that you've never noticed before, and then also look for somebody that you can help. And if you say to me, "Oh, I don't know where to look to find somebody to help," I live out in the middle of nowhere, and it wouldn't take me more than 5 minutes to find somebody to help. 5 minutes. So you can always find somebody to help. And when you do that, it's impossible for you to be helping somebody else through their problem if it's talking to them, if it's helping them weed their flower bed. I have flower beds that need weeded. Come on over. You can help me. But I'm just saying, I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding, but I'm kidding. I don't really want you to come over and weed the flower beds. But you can do something to help somebody else. And if you do that, if you help somebody else, I promise you can get through whatever it is that's bringing you down. I promise you. Promise you. Smiling at a stranger, smiling at the mirror can bring you out of a funk. Smiling at the mirror can bring you out of a funk. But getting caught up in I don't do the drama stuff. I just don't. Somebody invited me to a page or something that was about, we're going to take on the man, and dude, don't invite me to that. I don't do negativity. I have enough negativity of my own I got to deal with. I don't need to try to deal with yours too. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We all have that going on. I'm not trying to preach, but you get to choose. You get to choose, and it's so difficult for people to choose because they're worried that, well, if Robert Brooker invites me to like his page, and I'm not saying that Robert is the guy, because he's not, but let's say that Robert is this negative dude and he wants me to get on the negativity train with him. Hey, Beth Hoover, if he wants me to get on his negativity train, and I'm like, yo, dude, I'm not getting on your negativity train. Keep that for you. I don't want on it, right? No room for that's it. I agree, Tammy. So you've got to choose. You get to choose. If you choose, yeah, man, Robert, yeah, dude, let's do it, man. Let's take down the man. Let's, whatever it is. I'm not doing it, man. My name's Bennett and I ain't in it. I'm not doing it. I'm going to remain positive, and there are times when I'm not, and I have to self-adjust. I take a look at that and I reflect on it. I get outside, I go for a walk, I get my head clear, I get out of all of that. Helping someone else, give energy in the universe. That's it. Exactly, Shannon. That is it. Who is the man anyhow? I don't know, man. I have no idea, dude. You're the one whoa, what happened? Are you guys still there? It said, that was weird. Lost network connection or something. That was really bizarre. But anyway, so, that's all I wanted to say is I've had some unbelievable, a little glitch. Sorry about it's not my fault. It was the man. Yes, it was the man. So that's it, Taylor. Right. I have this 16-year coin right there. I have a 16-year sobriety coin. And back there was a time when aliens in Ohio, right? There was a time when that's all I lived for, but now today, I have another chance. I have a better chance at a great life if I focus on and the power to choose. I want to talk about that. You have to choose. Every single day, you choose whether or not you want to. Lawrence McNair, how you doing, man? Lawrence McNair. I know a McNair. Oh my gosh. You know what? There was a quarterback that played for the Tennessee, I think, Titans when they were in Nashville, right? Are they still in Nashville? I don't know. But there was a quarterback named Steve McNair, and I shot pool with him one night at a bar in Nashville. and I drank a lot, so I don't remember a lot of it, but he signed a $50 bill, gave me a signature that he lost in that pool game. But anyway, so I digress. So I play. He died. I found out recently that Steve McNair died or something. Yeah, he was killed. I heard. Yeah. Anyway, no negativity. The positive part is I played pool with him. So, wow, I just laughed at that. I shouldn't laugh at that. But anyway, so like, look, life is tough, man. And if you're gonna choose negativity, it's gonna be a tougher life. So anyway, Boa Noit. I don't know what that means. I remember a night in Nashville, but I slept until. That's funny. Anyway, I love Nashville. It's one of my favorite cities in this beautiful country of ours. So I just wanted to hop on and talk about that. If you haven't read Man's Search for Meaning, I read it many years ago. It's a great, great book. It'll really give you perspective because you know what? There is always somebody who's got it worse. I don't care what you're going through. It is bad. I honestly don't think life is tough. Well, and that's why life is not tough for you. I am sorry, my gosh. In the book, The Road Less Traveled by Scott Peck, he says, the very first sentence is, life is difficult. And he doesn't mean it like, hey, just take on this, this attitude of, oh my God, life is difficult. It stinks. It's terrible. It's so hard. That's not what he means. He said, life is difficult. And then in the next couple of paragraphs, he says, look, the sooner that you just accept that life can be difficult sometimes, the easier it's going to be for you to transcend the difficulties of life. It's really that simple. Life is difficult. It's difficult for everybody. We don't have a corner on it, on pain. We don't have the market cornered on pain. Like, everybody has it. Robert has it. Justin Sokol has it. Sean Bauer has it. Tammy Acosta has it. Lisa Collins Davidson has it. Adriana Paris has it. All of us have it. We all have pain. All of us. And that's why Tammy says, I honestly don't think that life is difficult. Right? Because she's accepted it. Somewhere deep inside, she just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to have difficulties along the way. And by accepting that unconsciously, life isn't difficult for her. So she doesn't see it as difficult, right? So that's just the way it works. It really is. There are people that, you probably know some of them. You probably know some of them well, that are programmed that, like, I'm not going to mention this one particular family member, but I used to say this person, hey, Justin, I used to say this person would really be upset. Genuinely, I mean this person would be upset if they hit the lottery. Seriously, they'd start complaining about the amount of taxes and all the people that are, like, they would be upset about hitting the lottery. And we all know people like that, right? We all know people that no matter what is going right, they're going to find a wrong. And you've got to just, like, cut those people loose, man. You can't have those people in your life. You just can't have those people in your life. Because I'm telling you, that will bring you down faster than anything. So choices, you got to make the right choices. And even if you don't make the right choices, what's up, Joe? How you doing? Even if you don't make the right choices, man, if you woke up this morning, you have a whole day in front of you of new choices to make. Right, Taylor? You have a whole day in front of you of new choices to make. Haters are going to hate, Jason. Like somebody said something about my unicorn earlier, said something about Photoshop. Haters gonna hate just because they don't have a unicorn and I do. So, like, look, choices. Seriously, Weldon is unbelievable. The guy is amazing. My throat right now isn't. My little girl's throat was even bothering her tonight. Anyway, so look, you get to choose. You get to choose. I get to choose. We all get to choose. We all get to choose. And that's right, if you make mistakes, welcome to being human. Sue, what is this? I don't know, Sue. What is this? This is life. We're living life, Sue. Welcome to life. So, hey, thank you. Appreciate y'all jumping on here. Renee, it's the season change in Ohio. Well, it could be. Could be that. Could be the mold off the trees, I reckon. So, hey, just look, make choices. You know what? There are people who refuse to choose. like they're stuck in purgatory. Like, just make a decision. I've said this in a sales close. Like, look. You know you want this. I know you want this. There's nothing for you to think about. Thought takes a second. Think of a stop sign. Look, you already did, right? You already know what you're going to do. So let's do it. Just tell me yes or no. The worst possible decision you could make right now is not to make one, and you know that as well as I do. If it's no, I'm a big boy. Tell me no. I'll go out to my car. I'll leave. We'll shake hands. We'll part as friends. I'll probably cry a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you when I get out to my car. But indecision is still a decision. Exactly. So don't sit there and tell me that you haven't already made your decision. It's no, isn't it? Tell me no. Tell me no. You can tell me no. Tell me no. They're terrified to tell me no because then it's on, man. It's on like Donkey Kong. I'm going to close now. But again, you have to choose. And if you choose the wrong path, I've chosen the wrong path millions of times. I don't know about millions, but I've chosen the wrong path a lot. Hey, I'm still here. I'm alive. I'm not saying that the wrong choice won't kill you. It might. It's always good stuff. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Can you blame Mercury in retrograde? I don't know. Limbo is a horrible town to live in. I agree. You've got to choose. If you fall down, if you're walking out of your house, you fall down the steps and you land on your face, you've got choices to make right there and then too. You can lay there and sulk and cry and start thinking, oh my God, I think I broke my kneecap or my nose or my face or my whatever. Or like you can get up and go clean yourself off and say, well, ow. That hurt. I'm going to try really hard not to make that choice again. You can do the wrong thing over and over and over. And anybody, what's up, Dan Kelleher? Brian Hess, holy crap, look at the ballers coming on now. So many people make the wrong choices. They do the wrong thing and then they stay there. They literally, it's not like really there in the situation. It's right here in the situation and they can't figure out a way to get out of it. They can't focus on what you can control and find what you can be grateful for. That's it, man. I mean, you got to be grateful. Again, I'll say it again. Go when you're going through hell, right? Or like Grant Cardone said, I heard him say once, when you're going through hell, man, stomp on the gas, get through it. Get through it. Don't stay stuck there. Skip, have fun with it. Just have fun. And don't think you've got the market cornered on pain because you don't. You do not have the market cornered on pain. Brian Hess, a good friend of mine. I guarantee you that dude goes through pain. We all do. We all go through it. Don't stay stuck in it. Do not stay stuck in the pain. If you stay stuck, you're in trouble, man. You're in a lot of trouble. That's it. So listen, I appreciate you guys. I just got notified that a visitor from Ireland is on my website right now. How cool is that? So listen, I appreciate you all. Appreciate each and every one of you coming on here. I just, I've seen some things and had some conversations. I've seen some things over the last, 6 or 8 hours that I see a lot of people in pain, and I hate that. I do. I hate it. The thing is, my first sponsor in AA is Alcoholics Anonymous, for those of you that don't know. My first sponsor, I used to say, I'm telling you, man, like he used to say, dude, alcoholics don't know the difference between a broken shoelace and a death in the family. Like, chill out. Like, I'd be like, yeah, but you don't understand, blah, blah, blah. She said this, and I can't believe I'm married to her. I can't, all of these different, and he'd say, dude, chill out, man, chill out. And it's all about what we're projecting into our future, right? It's all this egotistical crap. Like, he's like, dude, turn off your projector, man. It's broken. Turn it off. and it's so true. Like, it is so true. Like, I can stub my toe and then project that the rest of the day is going to go right down the crapper. And then guess what happens with the rest of the day? I start doing things to attract that from the universe, so the rest of my day goes straight down the crapper. It does. And hey, I've had plenty of people say, but you don't understand. You've not been through my whatever, and it's and I'm like, yeah, I get it. I know that. You can stay stuck in that as long as you want to stay stuck in it. I understand. And who am I to try and convince you to be happy? I'm not trying to convince you to do anything. Taylor says, Sean wants to do a Q&A. Okay, I'll do a Q&A. Taylor says, something's wrong when you want to commit homicide, then suicide when your shoelace breaks, right? Exactly. Q&A, hey, were you on Grant's live millionaire stream last week? I missed it. I could not. And it won't, it's not letting me expand it. It's wanting me to click a like. Okay, I'll like it. Now can I expand it? I can't, it won't expand for me. Sorry, the long comments, I can't read them. Ugh. Don't pray to have no obstacles. Pray to have strength to overcome them. Sometimes you have to get through the worst to get to the best, no matter how dark. And there it is. It will not open up, Brian. Daggone it. No matter how dark it gets, the sun will rise. Success comes, number 4, to those who keep hanging on. Dude, it won't let me read it. Ugh. So if you're writing long things, I'm very sorry. I was on it for a while, Sean. It was good. GC style, it was good. I didn't see the whole thing. And struggling through. So, yeah, the long comments, it gives me that more thing, and the stupid thing won't let me click it to open it up. It pops up and wants me to like it, and I like it, and it still won't do it. So, I don't get it. Facebook, fix that. Fix that, or I'm going back to Periscope. Just kidding. Like they care. Anyway, so, look, just realize that every moment of the day you're making decisions. You're making decisions. You are. And, and whoever, I think it was Tammy or whoever said it earlier, not making a decision is still a decision. Seymour Button. Nice, Brian. Nice. It was, yeah, somebody in a Browns fan or something. Anyway, so like, just realize that you're making decisions. Get better at saying more with less. Amen. Amen. I agree. There's a delay. I'm just now seeing the laugh from you, Brian. That's funny. So, all right, listen, I'm going to bounce off here. I appreciate y'all jumping on here. You guys have a great night. Thank you. I appreciate all of you, for real. Peace out.